What up, though? It's your boy Burke. I'm back in the building, and welcome in. All right. So today I wanted to discuss a topic I didn't write a script for. It's just something that's been brewing on my mind for a long time. This channel is basically going to be a mix of reaction videos, hot takes, if you want to call them that, which is just basically my opinion, which, of course, this being my channel, you're going to get a lot of that. But I think when you have a platform, I mean, you can do whatever you like, but on my platform, it's important to discuss specific topics that are important to me. And I think as a society, we could all benefit by speaking to each other more. I often have conversations with many different people. I happen to live in the DMV area. I have lived out here for quite a while. And it's one of the most diverse places I've ever been in. I've traveled quite a bit too. And anyway, ultimately, things have changed a lot, from when I first moved out here in the late 90s. And it's been I guess what I'm trying to say is my perspective has definitely evolved over time. What's the point? What am I trying to say? What I'm speaking on today is based on honor. I know. It's one of those words you don't even hear anymore because it doesn't really exist. And, I'm not trying to start preaching and get all philosophical about your ideology or whatnot, but there should be a baseline, fundamental belief that human beings share about right and wrong. I think one of the common misconceptions we have as a society is that we expect others to understand our perspective, and that's just not true. I mean, there are three certainties I've learned in life: death, tax, whether that's monetary or physical, and no matter the facts, people will always think subjectively, which is to say people will believe what they want to believe over actual objective truth. So what does this all mean? It means we're in a lot of trouble right now because, in my lifetime, it was never perfect growing up either. Everyone likes to say, oh, it was so much different and it was so much better. And, we had problems then too. And the fact of the matter is you're born when you're born, and we all inherit the problems of the earth that were here before we were here and that have happened along the way. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say, it all starts with a conversation with somebody, because fear is what's driving all of this. Fear is the worst thing in life to me. My boy Teddy Roosevelt is one of my favorite presidents because that used to be his motto. The only thing to fear is fear itself. And I truly believe that. I think over the past 20 or 30 years specifically, there's just been a lot of conditioning in this society where, the education has plummeted, the crime's always been whatever. But there's a laundry list of things. There's not one singular thing. That's why I said it's, all over the place. But this is just an introduction to that. It all starts with a conversation. You can't be afraid of someone because you live in a bubble and you just won't venture out. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents for today. We'll keep this conversation going a little bit more later. Meantime, between time,